short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Meow. Vroom, vroom. Attacked by Willard and his cronies? That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, these young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Level up! World mentioned obtaining power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gunbold, Bertillina, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout and they the whole while they laughed at me. They said I suffer because I cling to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilrid, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Berltina. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. No, they did more than just make fun of her. That poor child. Find out the youth's intentions. Any youths around here? Map. So they do have somewhat similar run animation, but I do notice that the male Rothgar kicks their legs up a little bit higher, so they're like kicking themselves in the ass when they run. What those animals did to Berltina is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Willard to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Hunting knife. The other ones are probably up. Weep. Riled youth. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gunbold's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna spend the rest of my life here. Now we're in the Seven Hells that I put that bloody map. Oh, you mean the one I picked up earlier? Almighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppose us ever again. Here, trying to summon a deity. Gone, the whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? Weep. Weep. Here, I found this stuff. What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Xanarek? Wait, you said Willard spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unbloodied. All. They have no notion of how dangerous the Almaja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Meow. I like how because of Alpha being in the seat, it plays a trumpet version. Ooh, they're on my hunting log. 1 second. Need to murder. Yay. Shortcut. Story time. Really? Did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were just going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgard to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Xenark and make off with the lizard men's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young ones' transitions, but a soul is too high a price, youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Murder time. face itches. Eh. Your skills at arm is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait! We've come all this way. We've got to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Willard? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No. No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summon Ralgor. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Chaotic will wish to hear it as well. Woo! Meow. Wee. No more lies, Rilla. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Willard. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy, but whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Gunbold wants to wish you well on your investigation. Would that we have more information to offer, but what Wilder told you is the extent of our knowledge of this masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find it and put a swift end to the creature for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisonous words. Report back to Minfilia. Whee! That Lullafel's doing the story too, so we're gonna see them a lot, it seems. Here. Welcome back, Chaotic. I am reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of Bread? That is his name now. He is forever Bread. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity. Some are being brought out by a Malgan will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Ahem. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Okay, I'm rested. Give me it. Minfilia has another lead for you to pursue. While you were attending to business in Thanaland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting Bread's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off, 12 willing. We will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Nixoria can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Chaotic. Yes, exit. Ugh. Getting a little sleepy. A little sleepy. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Custodium. According to Friendly One, a Digging One named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Masked One. This Masked One is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One, Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Falgort Float in the North Shroud. Wee to the North Shroud. Oh, I don't have that one yet. Central Shroud it is then. Whee! Because I don't have the Wolf Gate unlocked either, which is the way through there. Oh, wow. I have to go this way. I like how, because of Alpha, this is a slower version of the Chocobo song. Do 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 do. Oh, is it? Maybe it must be the trumpet then, because it makes me sound. It sounds like to me like the Chocobo anthem. Just slower. Whee! Oh, the things don't like you. Don't forget to attune to the Aetherite. Weep. But please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm long enough to hold a conversation. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance, a masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous feet in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medred's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to— Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me.
Itchy foot.
I'm gonna add to your phobia of Final Destination.
What?
Woman injured during Final Destination screening after ceiling collapse nearly kills her.
Wow. Ideen has a proposal to make concerning your investigation. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as the Zis could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the fingers at them. I somehow doubt that that's answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? The only reason why Final Destination gives me gives me nightmares is because there's no stereotype. So there's no form of safety in it. Like with Friday the 13th, you have the stereotype of it being camp counselors. With Michael Myers, it's former family members and people that bullied him. In the original movies before they started making sequels and crap like that. But besides the point, most scary movies have a stereotype that the killer goes after. Final Destination is the Grim Reaper. There's no stopping him when he has chosen you. It's like the fact of like the only way to break that cycle in Final Destination is there for there to be new life. So one of the people on his list has to give birth, and that's the only way to break the cycle. And that's why that movie gives me nightmares, and why I have such paranoia from it, because it's things that can actually happen. Like, the trailer showcases the glass ceiling breaking and people falling from that. That is actually an incident that has happened. Which is why now glass ceilings like that are usually done in smaller panes with thicker beams between it. And then usually done with a glass that's not easy to break. That has like a reinforced film, like not tempered glass, but like car shield, like car window glass. Like how it breaks, but there's like a protective film to keep it from breaking into pieces. because of Final Destination is why I have a fear and paranoia of being next to semi-trucks when driving. Already seen to the Z. Good work, adventurer. So, were you able to fight aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it would look like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. He has further knowledge of mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been commonly maidens. I better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going on. There's some as whispered that after each victim died, her rancor went into a great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigation, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Some key items are used on areas rather than single targets. First, click on the item icon displayed in the duty list. Upon selecting the item, a glowing radius will appear on the ground, and you can move freely within the mouse of that desired explosion. Alright. Everett has information to share regarding the investigation. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself, lest I worsen Merritt's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it is coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Merritt's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Whee! Whee! I forgot to eat the food item for bonus XP. And I gotta go up this way for the other one. Hello, chickens.